As part of the Australian and New South Wales Government's $3.6 billion Western Sydney infrastructure plan, $1.25 billion has been allocated to build the new M12 Motorway. Connecting the M7 Motorway near Cecil Hills to the Northern Road near Luddenham, this proposed motorway would deliver vital direct access and traffic capacity for the planned Western Sydney Airport at Badgerys Creek, as well as providing increased road capacity for future growth and development in Western Sydney. As part of early investigations, a general study area was established and presented to the public in July 2015. After considering community feedback and investigating environmental, social and technical impacts, a long list of route options was developed, which has been refined to a short list of the 8 most feasible options. Each option varies slightly. However, all 8 options would provide direct access from the M7 to the planned Western Sydney Airport at Badgerys Creek, and from the M4 via the Northern Road. They would also improve access to the Western Sydney Priority Growth Area, Southwest Priority Land Release Area, and Western Sydney Employment Area. Each option crosses Kemps Creek and Badgerys Creek and passes through a number of different land uses, including some recreational areas. The corridors travel through Western Sydney parklands to avoid a significant impact on homes and challenging terrain north of Elizabeth Drive. We're working to identify the best possible route with the corridors to reduce and offset impact on the parklands and mountain bike trail. This section of the M12 corridor is dependent on planning for the future road network in this area, including the Northern Road Upgrade Stage 4 and other transport projects. We will have more information for property owners in this area by mid-2016. There are 6 300-metre wide corridor zones that have been identified as being the most feasible corridors for the motorway to pass through. The final width of the motorway is expected to be significantly less and will fall within the identified corridor. Connecting these zones in different combinations has produced 8 shortlisted corridor options now being presented to the public. All options will improve road safety, increase pedestrian and cyclist infrastructure, improve freight movement to key commercial centres, and reduce the cost impact of congestion to the community and businesses. The proposed M12 would provide increased road capacity for future growth and development in Western Sydney and would be built for up to 6 lanes, with a wide central median to separate opposing traffic. While each option has similarities to others, there are different combinations that have varying impacts and benefits on the environment, the community, and overall delivery of the project. Further investigations and community feedback will allow us to assess these impacts and benefits in greater detail. Throughout the design process, Roads and Maritime will also work with stakeholders to minimise impacts. The preferred option will be available for comment in late 2016. For detailed information on each option, please download the community update from the Roads and Maritime Services website. The Australian and New South Wales governments invite you to have your say now and ask any questions or raise any concerns. The M12 motorway must be built by the mid-20s to make sure our road infrastructure is in place and ready to support the new airport, employment areas and residential development as Western Sydney continues to grow.